Talking biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train wheel. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cross them county lines.
Oh, yeah. We're landing. And we have landed.
Here we are.
Remming speed.
Once again. Yeah, remming speed.
Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the pack. If you've not joined the pack, do that. Get these hats.
Yeah,
Become a pack member.
love his hat.
We have coffee mugs. We have hats. We have coffee. We have tablets. Soon to have license plates. T-shirts in house. We have those on the online store too, but some of them. We're going to have some in the studio here. So if you're local, don't got to worry about that pesky shipping. We'll work it out if you're in the local area. And if you're, we could also those ship from here though if we needed to. So
I want to develop a Wolf Nation shotgun.
Wolf Nation shotgun
or something. I just noticed. Can you see that? You can't see that. Never mind.
I can't see that. I didn't even know it was there until I got up and went and got more coffee.
Yeah.
So it's not on camera.
You know me.
Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's well. Hey, thanks for the new follow there on the Rumble. That's 2 or 3 in the last 24 hours.
That is awesome.
We've been kicked out of the Creator Club. We didn't get enough chats, but we'll get back in. It's okay.
Hey,
we're Pickaxe family, baby.
We are.
Substack, Roku. We are.
Hey, if I hadn't checked out our Roku channel, go check that out.
Yeah, just go to Roku.com, download the. You can't miss it, man. Type in Wolf. Before you even get to Wolf Nation, you're going to see it pop up.
Yep.
So camera's a little glitchy this morning. It's okay. Probably just don't want to be up. We're going to be having new cameras too. We have new equipment going to start going in this week. Audio equipment, all new. Finally going to get to it. We've been working on a lot of other stuff in the studio, getting ready for it. And me and Jer Wolf will work on that, and Paul and whoever else. But we'll get her done. Paul just back from his trip.
Yep.
To the far reaches of somewhere in middle Florida.
Well, we went to Payne's Prairie.
Payne's
middle
Prairie.
of Florida. A lot of people don't realize there's a huge prairie in the middle of Florida. I mean, several 100,000 acres. They have wild buffalo. And
I thought that's where all the rednecks live, in middle central Florida.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I mean the Florida rednecks.
I can see that.
You know, Florida's made up of a lot of Yankees, your vacation spots. Yankees. You know, the knee-high socks, Velcro shoes, comb over. I mean, am I right? You got
There's a lot of that. There is a lot of that.
Then you get certain areas of Florida. It's the beach, the college crowd. You got to step over the drunks, you know, and all that. And
I avoid those places like the plague.
then you got family beaches, even dog beaches, places you can take your dogs.
That's where we focus.
And then there's those places where they're as country can be.
That's right.
In the middle of Florida.
You know how to tell if there is an alligator in the water in Florida?
Well, I've heard this, but go.
If the water's wet,
Yeah.
there's probably an alligator in there.
And I don't like alligators.
Oh, I think they're cool, man.
I don't want to be around them.
Pictures.
I know. I don't want to be around them though.
Well,
I just don't like it, you know.
I
Thank you,
can-
Barry, for the like. God bless you.
I can understand that. You know, the death roll is called a death roll for a reason. You know, when they grab a hold of you, they can twist an arm off pretty quick.
I'm not big on gators and whatever else kind of slimy creatures like snakes
There's
crawling
all
up.
kinds of stuff.
I saw a video earlier. A girl, she's just out in her little suburban mailbox. They got little shrubbery there. And there was a little snake down there, bit her toe. She's in her little sandals, bit that toe. I don't
Hey.
think it was poisonous, but
I would say when we got back. We've got little water fountains all over. We got 3 or 4 of them around the house,
yeah,
and you know it's got a pump in there. You just keep water in it. That pumps water out the top, and then flows around. You know, they're just for sound and sight and birds to bathe in them, whatever. I was going around to fill my water jug up around the side of the house the other evening. And I'm just walking. I'm in my own little world, you know. I'm walking along. Out of the corner of my eye, I see something move, and I jumped. But I'm glad I did because it was a snake, and it had struck at me as I was walking down the sidewalk.
yeah.
Well, it's not a poisonous snake. It's a really good snake to have around. It was. My wife told me what it was. She knows all these different snakes. It wasn't a bull snake, but wasn't a rat snake either. It was something along those lines, though. Really pretty. I mean, I had really pretty pattern on it. I'll leave those things alone. He just had attitude. You know, I can understand that. He had, they call it Napoleon syndrome. It's just a little bitty thing. You know, he wasn't about that big.
He's like, I'm not putting up with your crap.
Yeah. But
So-
I didn't kill him. I let him.
So let me ask you this:
Around there.
if you had the means, which you may, but would you be okay with living in a small castle with a moat that was filled with gators and stuff around it? That you could pull the drawbridge up, and you didn't have to put up a pesky delivery people or marketing people or whatever. People trying to knock on your door. You know, would you live with a moat around your house so keep out undesirables?
You know, it's funny you say that. That's the type of property I'm really looking for, is something with a river or a creek running through it, or on a lake. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'd live in a castle. Now, you know, one of my old business partners, he bought a castle over in Italy, and they're in the process of fixing it up. But I'm sorry, I mean, they're old, they're cold, they're damp.
Well, yeah, I don't mean like a huge like.
I know what you're talking about, but the moat, the main thing.
I think I'm gonna try to find here real quick. I'm not sure if I can find it. That's not it. But yeah, I mean, you could have like a mini. I mean, you know.
I mean, it would serve a purpose, definitely. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a drawbridge, you know, where people that have to have an appointment to come see you. But I don't know how all the packages would get delivered.
Well, you could have those dropped into something that would be secure until such time as you send out the footman to go get them or
There
something,
you
you
go.
know. Let's see here if I can find.
Yeah, if I did something like that, I'd have to have me a suit of armor just to play around with, you know.
Walking up and down the road.
Yeah.
Kids all coming around.
That would be different anyway.
I don't even know if this place, I was going to show a picture of this place. I was out in the middle of, I know it's somewhere, but it was the middle of nowhere to me.
Right.
And we were going to a church, and it was neat. It was like, it was a little castle they used for meetings, a lot of marriages, you know.
Right.
It was, I was like, wow. But I don't think the search is confusing it with someone else. But
I got some more pictures, by the way, of
the little
the mystery machine.
The mystery machine.
Isn't that a cool little camper? And you got this on the back of it.
How cool. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if I can find that. But anyway, one of these days I'll pull it up. And I just wondered that if you could have like the moat, you know, you hear somebody hollering and you say, oh, that must have been another telemarketer stopping by.
Right.
I mean, I would
think
think
a good picture of a little sea cow there, a manatee.
Manatee.
Oh, we were there. I had some pretty good encounters with them. There's him swimming away. Those things are really cool.
Yeah.
They're really cool. And they're huge.
They are
It's
protected species for sure.
that they are. And then we saw a little mountain, little lynx there.
Awesome.
We saw a lot of wildlife.
But you didn't see the horses and the bison.
No, we did not.
I'm disappointed. Because if you advertise me that I can see bison and horses, I want to see them.
Well, you know, I talked to one of the park rangers there. He said he'd been working there for 6 years. He'd seen them twice. That's how big the prairie is. The herd's not that big. I think there's, you know, maybe 40 wild bison, maybe 40 or 50 horses, wild horses out there.
Is the area, what is it bordered by? Is it fenced? Is you know?
There's a highway that runs through it. And they do have fences, you know, so they can't get, you know, over the highway. They have certain areas where they have to go through to cross, you know, to get over to the other sides of the prairie and stuff like that. But
I don't know that I've ever been through around it. I really don't.
I had never heard of it, you know, until this year. But I mean, a lot of good trails, you know, to ride on, different things like that. But had this little fella come up to me in the campsite one morning wanting to know about them nuts. You know, he was.
Is it called the Kissimmee Prairie Preserve State Park?
No, it's called Paynes Prairie.
Paynes Prairie.
Paynes Prairie.
Oh, Paynes. Paynes.
Yes.
There's actually two. The Kissimmee is 54,000 acres.
Right.
The Paynes is 21,000 acres.
Yeah.
I
knew it was really big.
Descendants of Spanish era livestock and bison introduced in 1975 from Oklahoma. Roam freely, nearly 300 bird species plus alligators, deer, and more.
I got to see all the other more. You know, like this little fella here. You know, he came in one night. You know, armadillos are funny.
They say mid-November to mid-February attracts sandhill cranes and other migratory birds.
Yep.
8 trails, including the 16-mile paved Gainesville to Hawthorne State Trail, hiking, biking, camping, fishing, canoeing, horseback riding, and wildlife viewing. They have a 50-foot observation tower. Did you climb that?
Yes, we did.
Shaded campground visitor center with exhibits. $6 per vehicle to enter. Open daily at 8 a.m.
But
you were on a campground.
Yeah, we were at the campground. This is a picture from that tower of the prairie. Overlooking, you know, you can see for a pretty good ways.
Yeah.
This was taken on the tower, at the top of it. But you were talking about. We just had a really good time. Saw a lot of turtles. You know, like this guy. This was a tortoise actually, but they've got a lot of different species of tortoise and turtle and sea turtles and all kinds of different things.
Yeah.
Here are some of those birds you were talking about. Got some good pictures of them. Got a picture of this guy. I don't know if you can see him real well.
Oh, we can see him.
He was hiding. He actually had algae growing on his head. He looked like he might come out and visit us. And then we had one that did. My wife got a really good video of this guy. He swam right by her boat. Her and one of my grandsons were in one kayak, and we were in the other one. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. To see some flamingos.
You can also get married there.
Yeah,
they do weddings.
But we went to Homososa, I believe was the name of the place. They had the place where I was showing you, taking the picture of those manatees there.
Yeah.
That was a underwater viewing area. You actually go down under the water, and they've got, you know, a big round area you can walk around and view the manatee and different fish and things like that. The manatees would swim up and kiss the window, kiss the glass there. It was
Is that the tower?
Pretty cool. Yes, that is the tower. That is the tower. And they're that Paynes Prairie it's a pretty cool place. It's you know, if you like to see different things, if you like riding trails, they've got a lot of good trails that you can ride around. Like I said, we stayed, you know, we pulled our camper and stayed at the state park there. And we stayed there about 3 or 4 days, and then we left there and went to Fort DeSoto.
And I've been there.
And yeah, that's on one of the keys down there by Siesta Key. That is a really cool place. A really cool place.
Yeah.
We were down there for we were down there. Well, there's Jared Wolf.
Jared Wolf's in the house.
We were down there for Tropical Storm Bertha, and it got pretty wild. Couple of nights, some really high winds.
So here is a map. If you're looking at, thank you, sir. You're looking at, there's the Paynes Prairie right there, and the Gainesville to Hawthorne State Trail right over here. Cool. Very nice.
Yep.
So it's a big area.
It is a big area, and I mean,
You got
it's a
Levi Lake is close by.
it's a good little family place, you know. But like I said, it's not near the ocean. It's out in the middle of the state.
Down below Gainesville.
Yes. Now, Fort DeSoto, that's down around St. Pete.
Yep, I've been there. Like I said, you got to go over the bridge, the bay there.
Yep. And there's they have a couple of different beaches. One of them is more.
That's
of
where we
a-
went, Jeremy, in 2000. That Fort DeSoto. Jeremy loved that place, man. When we went on that vacation down there, remember? You didn't want to leave.
That's where we were.
I'm trying to think. I think it's right in this area here. It's right around that area, right? St. Pete, somewhere down on the.
Yeah, it's down in there somewhere on one of those keys.
I can't remember exactly where it's at, but it's somewhere.
You got to take a bridge to get to it. I know that.
Yeah, you're across.
That's it right there, I believe. Now go on over a little bit, right there. Go up. And that long key.
Somewhere there. I don't remember, man. It's been a while since I've been there. I mean, that was 26 years ago we were there. I have not been to that in 26 years.
It's probably still the same. They've got the North Beach and they've got the East Beach. And if you go past the East Beach on down towards the bridge, that area there is where they do a lot of the kite surfing, where they've got the kites that go up, and then you get on your surfboard and go out there, or boogie board, whatever, and ski around. Some of those guys, they get 30, 40 feet off the water.
Yeah.
Those things will pull them way up.
Yeah, I don't do that.
But they were out there we went down on one of the windy days because there were some sustained winds, 30 miles an hour there at times. Which, you know, it doesn't seem like that much, but 30-mile-an-hour sustained winds is pretty brutal. A lot of tree damage, just limbs, debris, you know, things like that blew off. We had a couple hit the camper. Fortunately, it was nothing big. Was able to get up there and clean everything off.
Yeah.
But our biggest thing, we have electric mountain bikes, and we rode everywhere. I mean, we rode all over the place. There's a bunch of different trails that you can go on, and we really had a good time.
Yeah, we did too when we were down there. You know, it was a great vacation for us. Jeremy was about 10 years old, or
Right.
no, he was about 14. Josh was 10.
Okay.
We had a great time.
The East Beach is mainly shale, crushed shale, and there's a lot of good shales that wash up on the beach. And then on North Beach, if you go to the beach on the bridge side of the pier,
Yeah.
there down through there's not many people hit that beach. When we were there our last day, we were the only people on the beach.
I remember when you go over the toll bridge to get to the island,
Mm-hmm.
there's a sign that says if you break down on that bridge, you're fined.
Yeah.
Because it's a bridge and you'll block traffic. It's not a very big, wide bridge. I mean, you know.
No, it's not.
But they will charge you a fee for, so you don't want to run out of gas or anything.
No, you do not.
The what?
The alternator was going down.
Oh, yeah. The alternator on the car went out coming back just to the other side of Atlanta.
No.
We came all the way home, baby. I said, Lord, I don't want my family on the side of the road or in Atlanta tonight.
We got here to crash back.
We made it all the way home
Made it
for
all the
it.
way here.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
We saved as much power as we could, and we made it home.
Good deal.
Next morning, went got the alternator, got it fixed, bought a lawnmower. I think we mowed the grass. But we're tired. We want to go home. We don't want to be in Atlanta.
Nobody.
We was on
understands that.
We were on the south side of Atlanta. I was like, I don't want to be in Atlanta, man. I
I'm
mean,
gonna tell you, we came through Atlanta one time, coming back from Florida, and when you go through Atlanta coming back that way, you're on 75, and it takes you right through the heart of downtown Atlanta.
oh yeah,
Well, I didn't want to do that. Well, I forgot that Waze, they don't know the difference if you're in a sports car or a semi. And here I am pulling a 30-foot camper, and it takes me through the hood. I mean, down by Lakewood Amphitheater.
oh yeah.
It was pretty rough. I had my pistol in my lap driving through there. I put it that way.
We were going to the Braves game one time on a bus.
Yeah.
And the guy, the way he took us in, it was kind of weird. I don't remember why we went in that way, but we were over there by Grant Park,
Right.
and the bus was kind of having problems getting in gear, and I was thinking, man, don't break down here, man. We were almost like surrounded. We'll just say they didn't like our presence. We'll just say that. That used to be it's a historic area, but
Right.
woo boy.
Hey, I want to tell you what, think about.
Good morning, Dusty. Happy Saturday to you, sir.
Good morning. Think about driving a truck, pulling a camper down them little bitty narrow streets, and then hitting one-way streets.
Why didn't you just stay on 75, dude?
I don't know.
Man, I just if it's late, I just hammer, man.
I was trying to find a faster way through.
No.
It wasn't late. This was 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'd still go straight through. I don't even like 285, man.
I don't either.
285, I call it Death Trap 85.
Yeah,
man,
Spaghetti
285.
Junction, all of that.
Man, the heck with that. I'll just fight the traffic right on through, man.
That's what I do now.
Man, the
I
heck with
learned my
that.
lesson.
You're like, oh man,
Yeah.
because all them roads are jammed up too,
Oh yeah.
bumper to bumper, and
Oh,
you're trying
it
to.
took me almost 2 hours to do a 20-minute shortcut.
I tried to avoid the traffic one time because
You
285, they're doing construction, it's kind of backed up.
Yeah.
And I said, well, and I do it all back way, but it was just as jammed up, man, all the way over to Marietta. And man, it took us forever to get over there. I said I should just stayed on the interstate, man. As bad as it is,
That's what I do.
it's better than getting off and getting in all the traffic and the
Most
red
definitely.
lights, green lights, yellow lights. And
Well,
down there, they don't honor a lot anyway. So it's just like you're fighting.
No,
waiting-
A light's more of a suggestion.
Yeah.
Like a speed limit sign.
When a light turns red in Atlanta, half of the lot cycle is spent with people just keep going.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way it is. I always told Lynn, just close your eyes because you have to drive more aggressively in Atlanta than you do here. You have to.
Yeah.
If you don't, you will never get in another lane. You'll never get turned. They don't care. It's dog eat dog, man.
I want to tell you what. When I put my blinker on, I'm coming over.
We got a video this morning during the big How Big a Boy Are You show. I can't wait to see your thoughts about it.
Okay.
It's about merging.
Well, there's an art to it. I mean, there's nothing that irritates me more than, if you're on an entrance ramp
Biscuit.
to a highway, all right? Say the speed limit's 65 on the highway, and you've got these knuckleheads that run up there going 30, expecting to merge into traffic that's going 65. No, that's not how you do it. You get up to at least 70 so that you can merge in. That's the way I do it.
One of my pet peeves in life is people that they don't get fully in the turn lane and they keep the rear end out in your lane and just stop. Oh, because they don't get over. They do a turn, but they keep half the car in your lane.
Yeah.
I mean, how did they learn how to drive, dude? I mean, how did they get a driver's license?
I question that a lot.
I mean, good grief.
I don't handle other drivers very well. My wife, she gets on to me so much, but
I'm afraid that Kaylee has adopted many of my ways. So phrases like jackleg and dude, or because I'll say that a lot. Come on, dude. Kaylee she's right there with me.
yeah.
She'd be like, let's go, dude. We don't even know if it's a dude, man.
You get your driver's license from a Cracker Jack box or what?
You jackleg.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we travel together really good. I mean,
We all compliment one another.
Well, we do. We rode out there to that Trail of Tears removal site, and
Right.
it's kind of back. I said, I'm glad I'm not doing this at night. I mean, because this is an area
It's
where
out in Hiawassee,
there's no gas station. There's no business. I mean, it's curvy road. A lot of the way. And at night, I mean, there's no lights. I
if
mean,
you roll your window down at night, you can hear the faint echo of a banjo in the background.
I wouldn't go at night. And even in the video, you hear her say, because we were the only ones there.
Right.
Because it was after hours and the place is closed. And you're at the water and back where you came in at. There's no other road except down the road you can turn and go to a reserve.
Right.
And she said, this is kind of creepy. Let's get out. She said, I'm going to help you take pictures so we can get out of here. She liked it, And Kaylee has a lot of Indian heritage.
Right.
Cherokee. I mean, on her, I think that's her through her mother's side.
Right.
She has a lot of and I mean, recent. I mean, like great grandfather level, full blooded. I mean, and you can see it in her eyes, man. She has the high cheekbones. She has the dark eyes and everything. But so I said, you're related to some of these people, undoubtedly. I would say,
Yeah.
And because their family is somewhat from that area, this area
My
there.
great grandfather was full blood Cherokee on my mother's side.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but it was creepy back in there, man. Because I hate to say it. I'm not one that lives. I mean, let me just put it this way: it's really a place you really need to be carrying, because unfortunately, in today's world, and boat ramps, that is a place where a lot of nasty people hang out. I mean, nasty. You could get robbed. You could get other things. There are some freaks that hang out in places like that.
Unfortunately.
And when you go there early in the morning before daylight to put your boat in, you need to be packing. I mean, there's some weird people hangs out places like that.
You don't have to worry about it. I'm always back.
Well, I wasn't yesterday, and so I was like, we need to get out of here.
Always packing.
Hey, I will tell you, there was some people that I knew. If you're coming over that bridge, the old bridge, you can do the freeway, but it's up there in Tennessee. What is that Helltown?
Yeah.
When you come in at Helltown on the old bridge, which they've replaced it now, but I mean, you could go back in there. There's some TVA land back in there. We used to go back there and fish and camp.
Yep.
Nobody bothers you. There's a little bait shop there. That's about it, I think.
Right.
Well, anyway, a guy and his son was in there fishing. They saw a biker gang coming over the bridge. They said, hey, look, there's a bunch of motorcycles. They came up in there on them, pulled guns on them, robbed them of anything of value, made them strip down naked, dude, just as a be mean, and like then rolled out.
Wow.
And the guy told me, because I told him where we were fishing and camping, he said, "Hey man, be careful." He said, "We don't never go anywhere now without a lot of arms.
Yep.
Like friends like Smith and Wesson,
That's exactly right.
Colt.
Old man Colt.
Because, man, there's just some bad people out there. Evil, mean.
Yeah,
That's nothing against motorcycle people, but there are bad gangs.
they'll bite off a little more than they want. My wife's a good shot too.
Load them up.
That's right. And I don't put those just the little lead heads in there. These things are talons. They
Maybe
will rip a hole through.
Maybe I shouldn't enjoy it. Maybe it's a thing I shouldn't enjoy. I don't know. But I got to say, when we're at war with these evil people and they show the airplane or helicopter videos where they're driving along the trucks and all of a sudden they can't even see them. They start lighting up the head of the column.
Yeah.
And you just see all the guys get out and they're like running for cover, but they can see them perfectly wherever they're at. And they just reposition and light them up. I have to admit, I kind of like that. I maybe that's a failing of mine, but they're bad people. I mean, they're evil and they're trying to kill our people. And, it's just satisfying to see like their little column gone. I mean,
Well, you heard what the Marine Corps has changed their ammo for the 12-gauge shotgun.
No, I have not heard that.
They replaced the buckshot with bacon bits.
Oh, yeah, you did. I did hear about that. Yeah. Oh, I think I heard about
Think about how cruel that one is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But a little load of bacon shot in your butt.
Bacon bits. Yeah, they don't eat pork. It's a sin.
Well, yeah.
Put some bacon.
Well, and of a truth, I mean, in Israel,
bacon bits in them.
they hung dried pork in their buses. And you don't hear about bus bombings anymore. They used to do they used to pull up beside them in the cars, and just set it off. But you don't hear about that anymore.
No.
And it was effective.
Well, not only that, but the IDF has been effective too. I mean, stopping, a lot of that.
Well, they are, but they still are so many that come over, that are citizens even that get the ideology to be a killer. What about it'll be interesting to see where it goes. The president has said that Hamas is going to disarm over a phased disarmament and that the IDF will begin to pull away, and the Board of Peace as a 15-point plan to put in place. I would hope. I don't know. A lot of times, I mean, how do you trust a terrorist? I don't know. Or, if you hate Israel, whatever. But it would be nice if it worked. I would hope that it worked.
What do you think about that Board of Peace?
I don't have any hopes for it being a peaceful board. I think they're
I don't either.
I think they're going to take a lot of money from a lot of people and it's going to end up in people's pockets.
Well,
That's my opinion.
There's not going to be peace over there until Jesus.
Yeah, well, even on another end of that, how many have these institutions, whatever they are, that have taken a lot of money from people? How much of it has ever really got to the people to help them?
Very little.
It's always fraud, dude. I don't trust none of them. It's the scam of it's the scam of our day. All the music group concerts and all that supposed to help this group or that group. Come on, man. They scam us. I don't give to those, but that money is not going to help people. That money is going in somebody's pocket, man.
Yeah.
By the time they list all their expenses, it's about gone.
Well, I mean, look at Black Lives Matter.
There's a lot of things. Well, they ripped every one of those people off. There's a handful of people living the high life.
Yeah.
They bought mansions, cars, took vacations, got butt silicone or whatever their butts. I mean, they were doing all that stuff. I mean, it's all a ripoff.
Exactly.
They
Like
just
their own
find
little bank.
they just find a cause that you're passionate about and they bleed it. Oh yes, let's give. And you just feel so good to give, and then you find out these people are scum. they're down. I mean, and look at all the fraud that happened with the money that was given to pay people not to work. We paid people not to work, Paul.
Yeah.
Paid people not to work.
Now how's it working out?
People got loans for businesses that didn't even exist. They just took the money. Now, some of them got caught and sent to prison, but
They started leering centers.
yeah,
That still cracks me up. Yeah, they couldn't even spell learning.
I mean,
The leering center.
the scam of our day was all that. The total scam of our day. And just taking the money, taking the resources, forcing people not to be able to, we live different now than we did before. When you see somebody in a mask today, what is your thought?
Moron.
I mean, I realize there are some people that have immune compromised systems or whatever. Maybe they're advised to do that.
See how that might.
Or
help.
they're a little sick and they're afraid they might make, they don't want to pass a germ. But honestly, when we look at people that are wearing a mask, do we have a negative connotation nowadays? I never had that before. I always avoided people as I thought, they're wearing a mask because they're sick. They're contagion. There's a contagion there. Nowadays, when we see people with a mask, we're thinking, what's wrong with that person?
Dude,
honestly, I just think it's changed our thinking.
I don't know how many times during COVID I saw people driving down the road inside their car with the windows rolled up and a dad burn mask on.
I still see that sometimes, dude. Every once in a while, I still see that.
And I'm like, you are special. You have to be.
Dude, it cracks me up to watch videos of the time. The police that were showing up like that. The full-on mask on in the cruiser. You got guns and grenades and everything else in that car, and you're riding along, Mr. Tough Guy with a mask on, with windows up, riding to the scene.
Dude, a lot of those people were wearing masks that were made out of blue jean material. I mean, seriously, come on. And think. Listen, if you fart in your blue jeans, you're still gonna smell it, okay? So, do you think anything's getting through the material? It just made zero sense to me. It was another way for somebody to make money.
Yeah.
And Fauci's little wiry. Anyway, I need to shut up.
Well, I just think that, those things happen. We had a little thing happen. I hope we're still out there. Give it a chance. Folks, you may just have a moment or two, but we're still alive. But we had a little blip there. Hopefully we're back. Sometimes things happen like that.
Well, hopefully it
might have been
out what I said.
It could have been government.
Yeah.
They said, we're going to shut you up. I think we're coming
Good luck
back in.
with that.
I think we're slowly coming back in. So it's what happens, man. You start talking about it, and all of a sudden you get a little blip that wasn't there. We've been perfectly streaming this morning.
Well,
and then,
masks were a joke.
But did you ever follow the footprints in the store?
No.
The arrows and footprints.
Dude, I'd be up breathing on people's necks. I didn't 6 foot. I didn't wear a mask. I didn't get vaccinated. None of that stuff.
I just wondered, I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. But yeah, I mean, people today, it has changed the way we think,
Yeah.
I mean, there are still people afraid to be around people, like they're afraid to come around. The social aspect of humans changed during that time. We're less social today.
It was considered a dumbing down. I mean, it was. People were lied to, and they still believe the lie.
Yeah.
Believe the lie.
Yeah.
I'm not saying COVID was not bad. It killed a lot of people. But if you look at the deaths, the numbers were inflated big time. I mean, I heard one story. A guy jumped out of an airplane, his parachute failed, and he got splattered on the ground. But he had COVID though, so he died from COVID.
Yeah,
things like that. The numbers were extremely inflated. The people that were hit the hardest were those in nursing homes. the elderly.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that were hit the hardest. Those that were already sick, you know, with pneumonia or some sort of lung issue to begin with. That's how this particular strand of COVID was designed to attack you.
And
Notice
one
I
of
used the word
the
designed to attack you.
one of the meetings with Fauci, one of the senators was bringing up, you know, how they had stockpiles of ivermectin and other things, and they squelched it. Whenever the president spoke about those things, they stopped it. That's the evidence that they've uncovered, is that they have the evidence. They say that they stopped it, and they just sat on those medications to help people.
Well, not only that,
And that they called the one that they were pushing, supposedly, I don't know if I remember this exactly, that nurses called it "Run, Death Cometh" or something like that,
right,
because they were putting people on the breathing machines, giving them this other medicine, and that was actually driving them. Yeah, it was taking them out.
yeah. Why do you think they're trying to ban all tobacco products?
Well, I've heard you talk about this. You know,
They have they've done a study over in Europe, or excuse me, Japan. Some scientists got together, and you know, they say there's a lot of nanotech that was in the vaccination. Those that were vaccinated received this nanotechnology that's self-replicating.
yeah,
In Japan, they took some hot water, steeped tobacco leaves in it for a couple hours. Just straight raw tobacco leaves, steeped it in the hot water.
yeah,
Then they took batches of this nanotechnology, all right, under microscope. You can see the little nanos in there doing their thing. Put one drop of this water that had been steeped in tobacco. It dissolved every single one of them. All the nanotechnology was dissolved. They don't want you to have tobacco because it cures just about every disease known to man. Tobacco does. Nicotine. Doctors have been using tobacco for hundreds and hundreds of years to cure all kinds of diseases, to include cancers.
yeah.
And we have been lied to. It's all about the money.
Well, you know,
and population control.
and viruses. You know, I'm no medical expert. Viruses don't. The thing is, there's a twofold. You know, how viruses have to have a host, but the contagion or the infection, the possibility of getting something, can stay on surfaces and stuff for hours or even days. But, you know, it's what happens inside your body. I mean, you got to deal with it there. You know, we do need a strong immune system. We do need things that will attack that. And I do have high hopes for some of the things they're doing that specifically is able to go to certain parts of the body and attack, you know, foreign things that shouldn't be in there. I mean, our bodies are always under attack.
The more we learn about alternative,
Hopefully we're okay. We're seeing a little bit of fluctuation right now, but hopefully we're okay.
you know, we start talking about stuff like
It's funny that it always happens that way,
Yeah.
dude. Whenever we do, it's kind of funny.
you know, the more we learn about these alternative, and when I say alternative, they should be mainstream.
Yeah.
The pharmaceutical companies have squashed all of these different products, made them illegal. You know, whatever they had to do to vilify these things, they've done so. And here we are, we have an FDA that's supposed to be looking out for us, right? Yeah, they're poisoning us with all of this ultra processed food that we eat. I'm so glad we've got JFK Jr. or RFK Jr., excuse me, as Secretary of Health. The Maha movement needs to really take off, because there are so many things out there that people can do to cure themselves of cancers. to cure themselves of all kinds of diseases, but they've been lied to about the cures.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people
There's
are
no
seeking,
money in a cure.
Yeah. A lot of people are looking for things outside the country even that are not legal here.
There is a drug, it's natural, called ibogaine. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before.
I don't think so.
This is helping a lot of our soldiers that have had traumatic brain injuries and the different drug habits. After one treatment, they can heal somebody from heroin addiction. It's gone after one treatment.
Yeah.
The things that they're finding out that how this particular plant rewires the brain. It's amazing what they're learning, but it's only because, things are being explored now. Whereas, everybody, for years, whatever the pharmaceutical companies, came up with, that's what you're supposed to take. And that's what the doctors pushed. They were just drug pushers for the pharmaceutical companies. That's what the doctors were doing. They had no clue what this stuff was doing to you. They were taking the word of the pharmaceutical reps.
Well, it's all about making money for, they walk in with a boatload of stuff and they give them money to push it. And
yeah, it's all about the money.
They give a bunch of free samples and get people wanting that. Because once people get a certain medicine, they like to keep it.
You know how many people have died just from statin drugs?
No, I don't. But I
would say statin drugs have killed more people than they've helped.
There's a lot of, even if something's helpful, if it's not right for you, it can be just as harmful as the medicine itself might not be harmful, but it might be harmful for you.
Yeah. Everybody
can't take the same things. Some things are very hard.
Exactly right.
Some things are very hard on certain people, and depending on what your medical situation is. If you've had a heart attack or you've had cancer, or that's why they ask you those questions, because certain things it can send you over the edge.
I've heard oncologists say that chemo and radiation have less than a 1% effective rate.
I don't know the number of that. I know it's very harmful though.
Well, yeah, it destroys your body.
You
destroy the cancer. They're destroying.
You have to take
body.
Someone to the point of almost death,
yeah,
and then bring them back up. So I just think that, I think one day we're going to look back and we're going to go, wow, I can't believe we ever did that. I've always said that.
That day is rapidly approaching.
I think people are getting more educated, more knowledgeable. People, I'm not saying you should not, but there are people who are highly educated, been trained a lot, and they do care. They pray with me in the room.
Yep.
Used to be people just took their doctor's word. They never questioned it.
Yep.
I think those days are not over, but I don't think that's as much as it used to be. Now people are wanting second opinions.
People are not as trustworthy about things.
The problem is that a lot of insurance companies actually will hinder you from getting a second opinion.
Yeah.
They don't want you getting a second opinion.
No, the insurance, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me how an insurance company can override a doctor's opinion.
Yeah.
It just amazes me how they can do that, but they can't, because they hold the power of the purse. They have the money.
And a lot of those, a lot of people think because the President Trump's in that all the parts of the Affordable Health Care Act are put aside, but that's not true.
No.
Those things are still very active, and there might have been some changes or hindrances, but it's still active. He couldn't stop it.
Right.
And one of those would be the so-called death panels and deciding who gets what. Who do you at your age will this surgery benefit you? And I'm just afraid we're at a point in our country where if you get to a certain age, they're going to want to push you over the edge.
Yeah.
Like other countries are doing.
You don't deserve. You've lived long enough. You don't deserve to be treated.
There's a video, I've seen it on YouTube, and this was filmed way back. I mean, it was one of the early days of recording. It's in color, but it is the 100-Year Club, and it was a bunch of people. A lot of the men were ex-soldiers that fought through I believe, the war between the states.
Yeah.
And they're talking to these men. They come to a gathering, and they're talking to each other about life and what they do to stay healthy. And one of the things that I found interesting about it was, yeah, Daryl, it's great to see Biscuit Boy back. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good to see you too. One of the things that more than several of the men said this: hard work, church or faith, and eating, properly. All of them said the same thing.
Yeah.
That they were all people that had worked on a farm or but they had faith. Every one of them. Yeah. They were honorable people. They even would say, my parents always told me to treat people right, to go to church, they lived by that, that creed, but they were all over the age of 100. Some of them were as much as 115 and in pretty doggone good health considering the age.
Yeah.
But, they weren't being pumped with processed foods. That wasn't around yet.
That's exactly right.
And even though they weren't eating what some would see.
We have an obese country right now.
Yeah, and that
is the processed foods. People have been poisoned and they don't even know it. They just don't know it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know when I was at my heaviest, I was eating, a lot of sandwiches and, breads and, different things, a lot of potato chips and just junk foods. And that stuff, some of those things, some of the things that we consume in this country are actually against the law to even sell in others. Seriously. Like some little Debbie's, you can't sell them in other countries.
Really?
Because of yellow dye or a red dye or some, one of the dyes that they use. It's against the law.
Well, the one good thing is with Maya or other things that are going on, we're forcing food manufacturers to change.
Yes.
There are people that are changing. And I think this latest, I was at, where was I at? Because, we heard about, and I don't want to besmirch a particular thing, but with the lettuce issue, it really focused on one restaurant chain. But I went to a fish place drive through the other day, and they had the sign up that they're no longer selling for right now any of the of that kind of lettuce. They've taken it out of their restaurants because they're just not until they don't feel like it's safe.
Yep.
And these were, you can destroy your populace through food.
Water.
Yeah, bad water, things in your water.
Yeah, that's something we need to really watch out for. I mean, if I was going to attack a nation, I'd attack its water supply.
Well, and they don't even have to do it. We got some municipalities that are just selling bad water, and people are going to council meetings, and they're saying, you ought to be in jail for the water you're selling in our county that you are charging us for. It's not clean.
Yep. And
it's like they don't care. I don't know how they get away with it.
I don't drink tap water anymore. I've got two different pitchers that I use. One of them filters the water, and the other one hydrogenates it.
Yeah,
hydrogenates it. And hydrogenated water is really good for you.
Daryl says I'm in a no business knob to live.
Yeah.
Well, it's just government intrusion, filthy water, electricity grids that are in trouble. I mean, they are in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Bad food,
You know, I saw this guy. He was doing a documentary on people that live to be older, and he saw this woman somewhere. Anyway, he went up and he started talking to her, and he said, what's your secret? What do you do? To on a daily basis, what's your routine like? She said, well, I drink no less than a bottle of whiskey a day. I smoke 4 packs of cigarettes a day. I eat copious amounts of salt on everything that I eat. He said, wow, how old are you? She said 31. He thought she was about 80.
Yeah.
But that's what that lifestyle will do to you. It will age you that way. But, there are certain choices that you have to make. That's why God gives us common sense. If you want to be healthy, make healthy choices.
Amen. Amen.
But unfortunately, healthy foods are getting harder and harder to find because they keep outlawing them. I don't want you to be healthy.
In a lot of places around the world, people get their food fresh every day.
Every day.
They go to the marketplace. It's fresh fish, fresh vegetables, fruit. All those things are, and you go and you look. They look at the different vendors, and they find what's fresh for the day. It's still there, but the guy's died. I don't know if they still do this. There's a restaurant down in Emerson called Doug's. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I've heard of it.
And when the guy that used to own it, he never knew what his menu was going to be till that day. He would go get the stuff fresh every day. And he said the menu was what he found that was good at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
All the vegetables. If he didn't like the potatoes that day, he wasn't having potatoes.
Right.
He would have whatever it was that he could get fresh, he would put in his restaurant that day. And they said that, people come from all around to eat there. I've ate there. It's a lot of, it's a meat and three kind of place.
Right.
But yeah, Daryl says truth is laying in the middle of the street. People are walking all over it.
Yep.
That's truth, brother. Absolute truth. So yeah. Well, we have eclipsed our hour. It just flies by, dude. Just flies by.
Wow.
We apologize if we had a little bit of disruption for some reason.
It
wasn't us. I think it was just internet issues.
Well, we've got storms popping up.
And it is, and nothing's been wrong all week. It has done great, but we did.
I must have a certain electromagnetic.
But it is funny. It started about the time when you said mask. It really did. So, but thank you for viewing. Good to have Biscuit Boy back.
Great to be back.
And have a wonderful Saturday out there. Be safe in the storms if you're getting them, and pray for the country, and go to a good church tomorrow. Make sure you go to a good church.
Yep.
If you're physically able, go to a good church, and
just praise the Lord where you're at.
Praise the Lord. Support a pastor, and take somebody that don't know Jesus with you. So you can get them to go. Amen.
Amen.
Being saved is not by accident. It's a purpose and a plan, and we have to put our part in that. We can't save them, but we can be the vehicle that takes them there to the saving place, or the knowledge.
We can be faithful.
Yeah.
And tell them the truth.
Amen.
The good news.
All right. See you next time.
Peace.
Out on the airwaves, mud soaked and loud. Cornbread man talking, biscuit boy proud. Static crackles like a rattlesnake's tail. Voices rolling like a freight train. whale. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cry.